Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now, just finished coaching a client, one of my year coaching clients, and those for my one-on-one sessions for the people who don't want to be in the group setting. But we got the solopreneur group on Tony Gaskins Academy. You'll see that, and we had a call today, nearly 500 people for the kickoff call. God bless you if you weren't able to get on there. Keep your head up. The replay is available on TonyGaskinsAcademy.com though. But I want to pop in and talk to you before I go home and kick back and watch me some football. Cause I'm starting off this year the right way. Grind mode. This normally is a day of rest and relaxation and doing nothing. But it's a new year. I'm turning it up a notch, and I hope you turn it up a notch. I'll be here to help you. My discounted one-on-one sessions is in the description box of this video. Also, the all access membership with 80 courses in there. That'll be a part of that as well. So any way I can help you, I'm gonna help you this year. But we got to go. We got to go up. We got to make a difference. We got to make changes. Certain things I have to do, privately behind, the paywall on that other side, because everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for the general public. Everything ain't for the world at large. And so you got to realize and understand that right there when you out here building. But this is the thing. With this year, you have to, and we just talked about this in the class, but so I ain't gonna go all the way into it, because you could get the replay. But this is the year of no excuses. And this is the year of excellence and going to that next level and making daily deposits, doing something every single day. This is a year of accountability too. Holding yourself accountable, holding your friends and your family accountable. Before I left home to come up to the office, I told my son, hey, you need to be up there in that gym working out within an hour. Go run you a mile. Go do your upper body workouts that we did the other day. Go get in there. You leaving to go back to college in a few days. You got a team to make. Got to make that team rent due every day. He plays soccer, Division I level. And that's what this year is about. It's a year of no excuses. Like, you got to get uncomfortable. You got to do what you've never done before. You hear that all the time. If you want something different, you got to do something different. But you got to actually do something different, and you got to break it down and make it simple. Like, it doesn't have to be building Rome in a day, but go get a brick. Next day, get another brick. Next day, get another brick. Next day, get another brick. Next thing you know, before you'll look up and you done built Rome. And so that's what that means. Like, every single day you got to do something. So you got the big goal. That's the macro. Now you got to have the micro. And so you take the micro and you build that every single day, and it becomes your macro. So that's how you got to do. And it's just one step at a time. So, like, my nonprofit organization, I keep the link in the description. And the reason why I do that is because every time I do a video, it might be somebody that they don't have a foundation. They don't have a church that they give to. And they see I'm building the boys summer program. Every year, it's a year-round program where we supporting families and all of that right there. So if I didn't have that, if I didn't start that, if I didn't put that in place, put that in position, that part of my purpose would not be able to be activated. And so that's why I have that. And by me having a nonprofit and doing the boys program, guess what? It inspired other people to start their nonprofit and to use their YouTube to raise their funds. I was sitting with a lobbyist and with a politician, and I was telling them about my nonprofit and what we did in 2025. And she was like, Tone, that's crazy. Like, that's insane. That's amazing for a first year, for your first real year of, doing that. You was able to do that, able to help that many people, able to do that. I was like, yeah. I said, that was beneath my standards. I underperformed. I want to do more. I want to do better. And so that's the thing. This is the year of going to that next level. So I'm gonna tell you like this right here. You either gonna get with me or you gonna get tired of me. You gonna get tired of me. You gonna get tired of me promoting. But I want you to take that lesson and let that be something where you promote you. to where you build your brand, you start your platform, you put your voice in the world. So instead of just watching and hating or watching and being jealous, be inspired, be motivated, and then jump out there and make something happen, because it's a lot that need to happen, and this got to be the time that we do it. I put on YouTube too. Another thing, no, it wasn't Instagram. I put on Instagram. Another thing that we got to do is we got to take, and it got to be the year. What's going on? Oh, I'm looking at what's it called? Did to his fiance. So it got to take, and it got to be the year of grind, where you doing what you've never done before, and you got to be intentional about it. You got to be intentional. Y'all see with my little tripod? Get your little tripod now, so you could go on and get to work. And this is the thing. It don't have to be social media. It could be hand to hand. It could be boots on the ground. It could be any of that. It don't have to be social media. You don't have to be all out and about, but it got to be out of your comfort zone. It got to be something you've never done. It got to be something that you want for yourself. And I know the people on the call, I gave them some things on the call that the replay is available that I've never said before. And I know the day before I did a live, and I know they probably was like, after this live, Tony, what you finna say on this call tomorrow? But that's how God worked. They heard some concepts. One of the concepts that I just gave them, you'll learn about it. The ABC, I ain't gonna tell you what it means, because that's for them, because they invested in themselves. That concept just was given to me this morning. And I gave them a couple other concepts that I've never said before on YouTube. And then some things was reiterated, and some things was expounded upon, and some things was driven home. And we also had I shared with them some very personal stories and some very personal things that I had to do, things I seen, challenges I faced, so that they understand that they're not alone. And so that's what you have to realize too, is that there's going to be special access, and there's going to be special things for the people who are willing to go the extra mile. If you got a scarcity mindset and you expecting all your breakthroughs to be free, and you think that you're not going to be able to invest in yourself, or you're not going to have to invest in yourself, that you're not going to have to buy a ticket to the ball, that you're not going to have to buy a ticket to the game, that you're not going to have to make an investment, that you're not going to have to make a sacrifice, you're going to be sadly mistaken. You're going to be left outside the club, and you're going to see everybody else who willing to do the work, who willing to put in the time, put in the effort, put in the money, put in the sweat, put in the equity to do what they have to do. You're going to see those people elevate right around you. So what you have to realize is you got a chance and you got a choice. You got a chance and you got a choice. I ain't even say that on the call. See how that is? Every single time I open my mouth, I'm flowing with the spirit, and it could be a new and a different lesson. And it's one sentence. What you got to realize about life is one sentence can change your life forever. One thing you hear that you confirm, that you accept, that you walk in could change your life forever. And that's what you have to realize. This right here, Aura ring, y'all. This ain't fashion. This is an Aura ring, a O-U-R-A. Aura, send me a check. Somebody screen clip that, send that Aura, say, hey, send on a check. And so you got to change your life, and you got to be willing to do the work. And I'm going to tell you now, this the thing, is them excuses got to go out the door, out the window. Them excuses got to be out the window. You got to go ahead, and if you could find somebody that you could rock with, and you got an accountability partner, great. I ain't got now, and perform at a very high level. I'm gonna tell you this right here. Ain't nothing true other than what you believe. Argue with your mama. God bless you. Ain't nothing true other than what you believe. What I mean by that is, even in the Bible, it says, according unto your faith. According to your faith be it unto you. Even in the Bible, God tell you that he ain't got no power in your life unless you believe. He tell, what did the Bible say? It say a double-minded man receives nothing from the Lord. That right there is clear cut, that if you don't believe, what else it say? It say, so as a man thinketh, such as a man thinketh, so he is. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. All these different examples of the only truth is what you believe. It could be true outside of you, but if you don't believe it, it's not true for you. That's why I tell people all the time that a witch ain't got no power over me, because I don't believe in the power of a witch. If you believe in the power of voodoo, it got power over you. If you believe in the power of a witch, it got power over you. If you believe in the power of a psychic, it got power over you. If you believe it got power, it has power. If you don't believe it has power, it doesn't have power. So that's why God can't move in the life of an atheist, because they don't believe. And so he don't go against himself to prove something to somebody who don't believe. It only have power when you believe it, when it's confirmed. So Moses performed 10 plagues. The plagues was real. They was right there. But then the witchcraft people came and did some of the same stuff. It was two different power sources. One was good, one was evil. And guess what? The power sources that Moses was showing, Pharaoh didn't believe it. So he didn't believe it, and God was able to harden his heart to where he wouldn't believe it. But then even after he finally believed and he gave in, they still rose back up to chase him. And then they had to see another miracle with the Red Sea parting. And then stuff still was turned upside down, because now the people go to arguing against each other when they on their way to a promised land. You see how that work in life? You see how you're going to have to choose daily. You're going to have to choose every single day that you're going to be great, that you're going to be excellent, that you're going to do more, that you're going to do different. Every single day you're going to have to choose. Every single day you're going to have to be different. Every single day you're going to have to be better. Every single day you're going to have to add to what you did the day before. You got to do it. And see, one thing you got to remember, somebody came up with a great quote. It say the work won't do itself. But I'm gonna tell you what my quote say. You can't cheat the grind. Oh, you seen that online? You ain't know it was mine? It's mine. You can't cheat the grind, because it knows exactly what you have invested, and you can only get out what you've put in. So what you have to realize is nothing is coming to you other than what you work for. But remember, with God, 1 equal 1,000, 2 equal 10,000. So what's going to come to you that's more is going to be what's touched, what's blessed, what's favored. But in order for anything to be multiplied, it first has to be supplied. So the one talent that's buried turned into nothing, even though God has the ability to turn 2 fish into 5,000, 2 loaves into 5,000, however that was. God got the ability to have an empty sea fill a whole net after he say so. He got the ability. But when you buried the talent did not multiply. But the 2 talents became 5 and the 5 talents became 10, because the work was done. So if you go out to do the work will be multiplied, but you got to be willing to work. And if you're not willing to work, you're not going to have a return. So that's what you got to realize and understand. So it's going to be real. It's going to hurt. You going to feel it. It's going to be out there now. You going to go through, but you got to get up and you got to go, and you got to do what you've never done before. Let me ask you something. And it's just a small, insignificant, inconsequential question. How many times have you worked out? How many consecutive days have you worked out in your life? Meaning you've done something physical every single day. I ain't talking about walking to your desk at work and walking to the car and all that. I'm talking about You done something, whether you did push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, squats, walk, run, whatever it was. How many days consecutively have you done that in your life? That's what you got to do different this year. How many days consecutively have you gone without something toxic, a soda or alcohol? How many other days you done that in your life? You got to do better. You got to do more. Okay. Let's say you take and you have mastered certain areas. Congratulations, here go a cookie. Now you need to master those other areas, because we all have blind spots. We all have weak points in our life. Now you got to master those other areas. Y'all got to forgive me. I'm over here at the same time doing two things at once. And so you're going to have to master that. You're going to have to take and say, you know what? Instead of me keep bragging and boasting about what I'm good at, let me become and do what I'm not good at. Let me see how I do that. Let me see how I can do that. And listen, know when you're at the end of a thing. And don't keep replenishing and refilling something that God is trying to end in your life. Know when it's the end of a thing and accept the grace to walk away. And don't keep adding to it, and you just dumping into a bottomless pit. So accept the grace, accept the strength, accept the mercy, and walk on, move on, go ahead, about your business, instead of keep rinsing and repeating the same broken cycle. You got to take and understand that. And I'm going to tell you something. Don't announce it, just do it. Nike, send me a check. Don't announce it, just show it. Let the results speak. That's my quote. Work in silence and let the results make the noise. That's my original quote that you've seen all over the web. Because let me help you understand something. I've been doing this since 2009. Original quotes with virality since 2009. It's about 10% of the viral quotes online come from me. Come from what the Lord put on my heart. Hey, I'll just tell you that. How you think? Go get the app. You think I'm lying? Go get the app. How you think Austin, my software developer, was able to create a whole app? How you think he was able to create a whole app? All these quotes come from offline. All on, you see, all of them up under there say Tony Gaskin Jr. Listen, when I tell you I do something, I do it. But see, don't just talk about it, be about it. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Listen, go get the app. The app free. It's in the iPhone. You ain't got no iPhone, you ain't got no phone. God bless you, keep your head up, keep going. And so that's what I try to tell you. Right there, like, it's time to work. And I'm gonna lead by example. So I'm talking, but I'm doing. So you could go get that app right there called Quoting Life for free. I don't know if I even got the link in the description. Quoting Life for free. And while you at it, go to Amazon and type in I will, and then type in Tony Gaskin Jr. and get that 31 affirmations book. Get that 31. So I'm gonna tell. So this difference between me and other YouTubers. I don't talk about it. I be about it. So what I'm telling you to do, I'm doing it. I ain't just saying. It's always the little haters and always the little people talking about, oh, these people got these courses and they got these courses and these courses are sham and all that. You go to TonyGaskinAcademy.com. All my courses is from real life experience of what I have created and what I have done. and I got over 100 courses on there, and 80 of them is in the all access membership, where I'm only charging $170 for the whole year. For 80 courses, $170. It's one course in there worth $5,000. $170. You know why? Because I ain't just telling you what I think, I'm telling you what I know. I ain't just telling you what to do, I'm telling you what I've done. And so that's what I want you to understand. Doing is what's going to change your life. And that's why God tell us to study the ant. Because it's the doing that's going to change your life. And because, see, I'm going to tell you something else. I'm going to tell you something else. Woo! And see, I'm doing this for the people who right now financially unable to partake in the kickoff call we just had. Now it's just a replay available. And let me explain something to you about that right there. It was $10. Then after 9 p.m. last night, it went to $20. And after I finished the class today, it went to $25. The lesson in that is that the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost you. The longer you wait to activate, the more it's going to cost you. The longer you wait to get going, the longer you wait to invest in yourself, the more it's going to cost you. Let me tell you something to do. Get on SoFi, okay? Or whatever. Get on SoFi. Get on Cash App. Get on, I'm going to see if Cash App got it. I'm going to see if they got it. I don't know if they got it. God bless you. Somebody sent me a little blessing on Cash App. God bless you. God bless you. Crystal and Shirley sent me a blessing on Cash App. Let me go on here to the stars. Let me go on here. Okay, we going to click on Netflix. And we going to see. We going to see. So, look at this. I'm on 1 day. All right. Netflix is down 0.02%. But look at this. Had you started a year ago, you'll be up 5.74%. You see what I'm saying? Had you started when they started, when they launched, had you started then, you'll be up 937,500%. If you betted on them, when I say bet, I don't mean gamble. I mean, if you believed in them when they launched, and you launched when it was, when the gunfire and the thing said go, if you would have went, you'll be up 937,000%. You hear me? Listen what I'm trying to tell you. And this is what I want you to understand. See, right now, Delta Airlines is up 0.8%. But had you got with Delta a year ago, you'll be up 17.48%. So 17.48%. So that means your $100 would be $117.50. I mean 50 cents. $117. Your $1,000 would be $1,170. Your $10,000 would be $11,700. You see what I'm trying to tell you? Your $100,000 would be $117,000. You see what I'm saying? See, and this is the thing now. This is the thing. The more you invest, the higher your return. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you put in 100, you made $17 over the last year with Delta. But if you put in 100,000, you made 17,000. And guess what? Now that 17,000 earning more interest. Now it's earning. And so that's what you got to understand. So this year, what y'all gonna see with my pricing, the first time you see it, and I'm saying this, and everybody on here watch me, not everybody subscribe to me. And that's why you're not blessed in your life too. Because you got a hater's heart. Because you will watch, but you won't hit subscribe. So you come to steal and be inspired, but you too jealous and arrogant and whatever else it is to hit subscribe. So that's a personal problem. That's you don't got to subscribe to me. I don't care. I don't care. That's why I don't start. So I don't start my videos with make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I don't start no videos with that. I don't end no videos with that. It ain't no intro card. It ain't no outro card with like, comment, subscribe. You know why? Because I don't care about that. Because I want what God got for me. So, but here's the thing. So you're gonna see a bunch of people copy this now. You're going to see a bunch of people copy this. And what you're going to learn from that is the power of being a leader, the power of you being an innovator and you thinking outside the box. So what you're going to see with my pricing this year is the first time you see it going to be the lowest it's going to be. The next time you see it, it's going to be a little higher. The next time you see it, it's going to be a little higher. So the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost you. And you know what? I never did that, but I learned that a long time ago. And it could have been a Zig Ziglar podcast where they was telling a story about maybe it was an artist, a painter. And he had his paintings and he set his paintings, let's say it's $100. The next month it's 101, or it's 105, or it's 110. The next month it's 115. The next month it's 120. And it was people coming and they weren't buying. And every time they came, he had them raise his price. That's why the quote somebody came up with a genius quote, yesterday's price is not today's price. So he raised his price. And guess what? Because it kept going up in value, because you have to value you. You got to value you. You got to know what you worth. You set your value. The market don't set your value. You set your value. That's what you got to understand. The work you put in set your value. So what you know determine what you can charge. Ain't what I know determine what you can charge. What you know determine what you can charge. So listen, he kept raising the price and people started to realize, hold on now. I need to grow with Buddy because Buddy keep raising these prices. So if I go ahead and get in right now at 200, next month it's finna be 205. So by the time next year, it's finna be 300. So if I hit hard times, I could take Buddy painting and list it for sale and make 300. And I only paid 200. That's because when they go in his store and they look at what he charging, his price is done elevated. So now I get to grow with him. And see, a lot of people don't understand it, and a lot of people don't know what they talking about because they ain't did nothing and ain't had nothing and don't have nothing. I'm gonna tell y'all something that I seen. I bought my wife a purse for $5,000 when she was maybe 25. I don't know how old she was. Maybe she was 25. Could have been 28. I can't remember. But my wife, maybe she was 25. It was a Chanel boy bag. Chanel boy bag. Right here, Madison Avenue, $7,250. I paid $5,000 on the dot from Fifth Avenue in New York, from Bergdorf's. Now that purse costs around $7,200. With recent increases pushing it up from earlier prices around $6,600 to $6,900 in 2023, 2024. So you see what I'm saying? If you want to get in now, it's going to cost you more than had you got in later. But guess what? When you tired of it, when you done with it, if you go broke, Or if you want to get a new one, now you could take and sell it for half of what you paid for, and that take and knock off the increase that they done added. So if it's $7,500 now, you could sell your $5,000 bag for $2,500, and you still pay the same price out of your pocket that you paid a decade ago, 13 years ago. You paying the same price, and then somebody else has paid for the increase. And guess what? It's going to keep going up. It ain't going to go down. So if you ever get to a place where you go broke, boom, now all of that right there could be sold. But what it was is you bought luxury that appreciates, and not just random that depreciate. So it's people who don't have no Chanel bag that say those bags ain't worth nothing, and they don't appreciate. That's because they don't know what they talking about, because they don't have now. So the lesson is, you can't let people who ain't got what you got, ain't been where you been, ain't going where you going, speak on you and what you trying to do. You got to create from within. You got to be who you have been called to be, and you can't worry about naysayers and watchers' mindset and comments. You got to do what you've been called to do. Because see, listen, people around you is going to have scarcity mindsets. People around you, they're going to be all over the place. They're going to be, oh, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Oh, I wouldn't do this if I was you. Oh, I don't need all of that. All I need is Target. All I need is, okay, God bless you. Congratulations. Here go a cookie. That's all you want? All right. Guess what? The mind, remember, according to your faith, be it unto you. The mind stretches to what you need. So if all you need is Target, that's all the idea you gonna come up with. But if I want me, if I don't want Target, I want Bergdorf. So now my mind finna come up with a plan and with a strategy to get me into Bergdorf. And your mind gonna meet you where you at to get you into Target. And guess what? If that make you happy, God bless you. But don't knock what I want because you don't want it. And see, that's what you have to realize, is that you can't let naysayers keep you downtrodden, broke, busted, and disgusted on a dead end job, because they don't have the vision or the desire or the dream to get a degree or to get a certification or to get the next level or to elevate, to get a raise, to get a promotion, to get a new job, to start a company, to start 2 companies, to start 3 companies, to write a book, to start a nonprofit, to mentor, to lead, to do YouTube, to do TikTok, to do Instagram, do all of that. You can't let their beliefs and their desires stop you and slow you down from doing what you have been called to do. That's what you got to realize and understand. That this is on you. This on you. What are you gonna do? What do you want? How much you gonna grind? Listen, you can't get tired of people. I'm gonna tell you something that I learned from my wife, but that she learned from corporate America, not working in it, but spending in it. She said, the stores that I shop from email me every day, and they don't care if I like it or not. And I don't pay attention to their emails if I ain't got the money to spend. But when I get the money to spend, I remember that they've been emailing me every day. And if I want to spend with them, I know how to find them. I know where to find them. Because they email every day, they just so happen to email me on payday. And now I get to spend with them because they caught me when I had a little bit of change in my pocket. And so my wife taught me, because I got a mailing list, that every time I send an email, I lose 100 people. And it could be because they saw my email as spam. It could be because I caught them on a bad day, so they hit unsubscribe. It could be because they was cleaning out their inbox and they hit that little thing at the top that say unsubscribe. It could be for any amount of reasons, but guess what? I can't worry about it. I can't worry about it, because who is for me is for me. And if you're not on my email list, it's in the description box. It's at the very last link, I think, that say join the email list. So if you don't get my emails, go click that right now and sign up right now while we talking. You could pause and come back to it. Let me make sure it's in there. Join the mailing list. It's the very last link on there. And in all them links right there, that's all creation. That's all creation. And I want you to realize that. And we're doing the solopreneur group this year, where if you want to build your 6-figure, 7-figure business and you don't want to do it alone and you want to meet like-minded people, I need to go change the price for it right now. Yesterday's price is not today's price. And so what that is on there, I'm gonna do that right while I'm talking, is it's a payment plan on the site, but the payment plan changes each month because your final payment got to be in April. So you got January, February, March, April, because we start officially in April. And this is where everything I do in business, so like what I'm doing right now, how I'm doing this back end of this academy, what I'm doing, let me take and show you so you see what I mean. So I do this myself. A lot of people don't do this themselves. So a lot of people, they have somebody else do it. But so I come in here, and these is all my courses. These is all videos that I've shot. Let me see, make sure my screen's showing you up. These all courses that I've shot. These is all the courses. This is work. This is grind. This is me working, me grinding. All of these right here, all these courses. Now I put all these courses into one thing that I call the all access membership, and it's $170. This one course up here, this right here, life coach certification, is a $5,000 course. Now this is the solopreneur mastermind group that I was telling you about. This is where I'm helping you build your 6-figure business. It could be 4-figure, could be 5-figure, could be 10-figure. It's according to your faith, be it unto you. So I can't determine that, but I built a 7-figure business, 8-figure business if I went to sell it. Then if I want to sell my brand, I could sell it for 8 figures. So I built that. That's the knowledge that I'm going to be giving you. So in here, I come right in here, I click edit. So everything I do in my business, I'm going to be showing you how I do it. So a one-time payment to be in this here group is $4,000, or you do a payment plan. So now we got January, February, March, April. So now this payment plan got to go from 5 payments to 4. So this finna go, but the payment plan is $4,500. So it's finna be $4,500 divided by 4 equals $1,125. So I can edit this. Boop, boop. 25 total. 4. Ooh, just like that. All right. Payment plan update. Boom. Now I'm done. 4 monthly payments of $1,125. And the reason why, now this is nowhere near the $25,000 groups that people be having. Masterminds, whatever you want to call it. It's now it's a scam to call it a mastermind. It's like people come up with anything, boy. They come up with anything. And you know why they call it a scam? Because it's a lot of scammers in the space. It's a lot of scammers. But I've been doing this right here. I've been working this site since when I've been 2017. And you see right here, this is what it say my revenue is over the last 30 days. Now it went down because I done slowed down. But here's somebody. Now, over the last 30 days, I just want to ask you, what have you earned in the last 30 days from one stream of income? Did you earn this? If you did not earn that, then it's something I could teach you. It's something I could teach you because nothing in here, and let me take you through this. So let me take you through this so you can see this ain't no scam in here. And because everybody thinks it's a scam. So the kickoff call was 1 hour. It was $10 if you signed up when you first seen it. If you waited and you was a late bird because you don't watch my videos, you don't keep up with my emails, you sleeping on me, you paid $20. If you waited till now, you paying $25. And that was a motivational call, 1 hour motivation, kick your year off, $25 instead of you having to pay $150 for a one-on-one. The kickoff conference, the live event is sold out. This is a live event where we're going to be touching on the brains, brand, and body, but it's somewhere you get to meet people, shake hands, hand out business cards. So we're going to have business cards, everything like that. It's a live event. For this right here, all you could do is sign up for the virtual event. So right now on the pricing, I put it at $1,000 so nobody will buy it. You click the down arrow and you'll see virtual ticket for $47. So that's what that is right there. Now that's a live event in Lakeland, Florida. The start your tax business. I closed that. One of my insurance agents has been doing taxes for over 20 years. So he allowed my students to sign up and get his tax software that he uses. You able to use that, white label it, and do the taxes for your friends and family to make you a little extra income after being trained and getting your EBIT number or whatever that number called from the IRS. Then you able to fill in. It's just a software where you're doing W-2 taxes. It ain't nothing crazy and all of that. You getting trained. You a tax preparer just like H&R Block, TurboTax, whatever. All access membership. That's all my courses. All of my courses is in the all access membership. Fourth quarter reset. That was a live call that we did on the fourth quarter reset. Life coach certification. How I do what I do. Fourth quarter virtual conference. That was the reset. TikTok 101. My son went viral on TikTok, built the brand. He done built 2 successful pages. We did an hour-long interview. That was a $10 course. Wealth Wednesdays. This is free. 21-day love transformation boot camp. There's 21 days where you watching the video, you doing the journal prompt assignment, you doing the work, and it's a personal coaching soiree. And we did a live Q&A with that. Now this one, insurance agency, the information. This one you get licensed, some training videos in there. 3 Bs. This was a 3-day virtual conference. Saturday school, I teach different things. Boys club. This club, building leaders one day at a time. Now, the boys club, I only put about 5 videos in there because it was only $47 for the first year. Now, this right here, I'm changing this year to where I got all these videos shot and they on my other computer and I couldn't process it to here. But what I'm doing with this is I'm going to change this and I'm going to keep this at $47 a year. First payment is $25 and then it's $47 a year. And I got interviews and other things in here. So you're going to see Caleb in here. You're going to see Scotty in there. And then I have other videos in here, but it's a draft. And then we're going to have all of this right here. And I didn't get to give that my full time last year because of how much I had going on, but I ain't going to abandon it yet. And so, because I want to be able to help the young men. And so, as you see, all these courses are real. 31 days of self-improvement. Somebody just wrote me and gave me a testimonial about the 31 days of self-improvement the other day and how that made they 2025 the best year that they done had. And we did the design your best year. That was at the top of the thing. How to start a small business. This walking you through how to start your LLC. YouTube secrets, this telling you the things you got to tweak and change to get back in the algorithm and to get your money up, because YouTube try to cut you down. They take and try to cut you down, and they have it to where people money be fluctuating. But like my subscribers went down this in December from November, but I made more money in December than I made in November. And then what I have learned how to do is, if my money start to go down on YouTube, I know how to tweak the algorithm, and I know how to tweak my output to keep my revenue at a predictable level, so that I can count on those funds coming in. Confidence Code, this is a whole course where it's broken down into videos where I'm teaching you how I went from being an introvert and not saying anything to building my confidence to be able to do what I'm doing right now. Toxic family, right now, my one and only blood sister is blocked on my phone. And I love her. I have almost killed men for her. Literally. That's not an exaggeration of the word. I have almost killed men for her. And I will die for her. I kill for her. But she is blocked because she be coming at me the wrong way. That's from real life experience. Mental fortitude. I just did a hour session with the call. Then I'm doing an hour right now on this video with you. We have 46 minutes. I got another 14 minutes. I got to power through. The game is on right now. Started 2 hours ago. The college football playoff that I'm missing because I'm working. And I went through a lot a couple years ago, 2022 or so. And went through a lot, was dealing with a lot, could have lost my marriage, could have lost my son, could have lost my family. Spiritual warfare on another level. That's what this course come from, mental fortitude. Raising sons. I got 2 sons. They got straight A's. They're amazing kids. One son, Division I athlete. So that's what that course from. Right now, it's a draft. I didn't launch that yet. Decoding deception. How I called out the podcasters. And then a lot of y'all made the videos later. Tony was right. That's what that come from. Simply selling. How I sell right now, I'm selling to you, but I'm not begging you. I'm not kicking your dough down. I'm not, you don't even see the prices on this stuff, but I sell in a way to where it's no gimmicks and games. It's like, if you want it, you want it. But I ain't got no 50 layer funnel and you all in the funnel doing kung fu and karate and all of this right here, and you tricked into something. It is, you get what you get. Don't pitch a fit. I undersell, over deliver. That's my motto. That's how I try to do. Birth Your Book. I've published 20 plus books. My latest book is called I Will. That's where that come from. Entrepreneurship with Purpose. I am an entrepreneur. Y'all just seen that this academy has earned over $25,000 in the last 30 days, which is down. That is down. That's because the economy is bad. That used to be $50,000 a month. But the economy is bad right now. A lot of you all cannot afford courses. A lot of you are without a job. A lot of you are, robbing Peter to pay Paul. So rightfully so, that's going to affect me because I'm selling a luxury, not a necessity. If you got to choose between my course and your groceries, I want you to choose your groceries. So I'm okay with that. But that's why I create multiple streams of income. So entrepreneurship with purpose is you make money as an entrepreneur, but you're not hawking watches. You're not skimping and scamming. You're not selling stuff that don't matter, that don't change people's life, that don't help people. The personal brand. I have 3.5 million followers online. I've built my brand online since 2007. Really got going really in 2009, 2010. So that's the principles from there. Social media mastery. Again, 3.5 million followers online. Used to reach on Facebook when they had an open algorithm. I was reaching 20 million people a week on Facebook. That's what birthed that course. YouTube for beginners. My YouTube, y'all will see in this course where the year that I shot this course, YouTube paid me, I can't remember, but it could have been 300 or 400,000. I can't remember, but it's in there. And I show you the screenshot of it. That's what birthed that course. How to create an online course. You looking at all my courses. That's what that come from. So I'm showing you this, and I ain't going to go through 100 plus courses, but I'm showing you this so that you could see that And see, when I scroll down, it say loading. It's still more courses. I'm showing you this so that you could see that when they get online and they say everybody with a course is a scammer, and everybody, that's why I did Entrepreneurship with Purpose. And that was one of my first courses. And in that course, I teach you to list out your gifts and to list out your passions. And then you marry the two. So if a gift is writing and a passion is writing, you marry the gift and the passion, and the product of that is a book, a blog, ghostwriting, author consulting. So in that course, actually, that main concept that I made up, God gave me that. List out your gifts, that has gone around the world and back, because a guy named Pat Flynn, who has a podcast called Entrepreneur on Fire, he took my course on Udemy, Udemy, because it was $9.99, and I think they might have gave away for free. He took my course because it's called Entrepreneurship with Purpose, and he had a podcast called Entrepreneur on Fire, and he stole my content and he put it out in his content and did not credit me. And I remember listening to his podcast, and he was making $250,000 a month or something like that, and stole from me. So this what I want you to understand, how I be trying to tell you now. I ain't one of these mammy lame scammers. Everything I do come from the trenches. It come from the mud. It come from really, really, really being in the field. Really, really like that. All the way do it. And so here come the guy with the biggest podcast. He might have took it down now, because some of y'all, I told y'all when I said it before, go ask him, did you steal Tony Gaskins? List out your gifts, list out your purpose. Did you steal from Tony Gaskins content about entrepreneurship? Because I seen it. I say, wow, this man just quoted me bar for bar. I felt like Soldier Boy when he was talking about Drake. I say, this man just quoted me bar for bar. But Udemy was selling my courses at such a dirt cheap price. And here he is, he goes into this field that he don't know what he's talking about. And I was a real entrepreneur, and he just was doing a podcast about it. So he took and stole from me and put that in his course or his content. And that's how it's been happening for years, to where black people or marginalized people have been stolen from, and millions and billions and trillions made off of the marginalized people. Listen, how much have your rappers made? If your rappers have made that much, how much you think the record label made off of our pain, off of our stories, off of our ignorance, off of our hate, off of our jealousy? We have made these people who don't even look like us trillions of dollars off of our pain. It's time for you to cash in. It's time for you to make a living off of you. That's what you got to do. Listen. And see, I've never ever showed dollars and all of that. I never did that, because what I was doing is I was taking and showing people. And what I was taking and doing is I was taking and just saying, hey, do you want it? If you want it, here you go. Like, if you want it, this is right here is for you. This right here for you. So you see where it say estimated revenue over the last 28 days. But look, I'm losing subscribers. I'm down. People deleting their channels. They getting off social media, or I hurt their feeling. I made them mad. And so you see this on here, on this YouTube. That's why I try to tell you that it's a thing to where, look, down 179 subscribers. But what did this say? Up $4,600 more than usual. So what I try to tell y'all is what I'm teaching on here, what I teach by, it's not about, it ain't about, I'm gonna show you the lifetime on YouTube. It ain't hypothetical. I ain't telling you something. So my YouTube for beginners course, is my computer freezing. My YouTube for beginners course. So look, this the total that I've earned on YouTube since basically, really since 2019. 1.9 million. So going on $2 million. So in a few months, I will have hit $2 million in earning. Playback CPM, $23. The average on YouTube is $1 to $2. So that's why I earn good on there. My average view duration is 13 minutes and 33 seconds. The average view duration on YouTube is like 3 seconds. I'm at 13 minutes, 33 seconds. Why? Because I provide real value, real content, real value, real teaching, not just sensationalism, not just gossip and drama, but the real. And so that's why I try to tell you. So I got 105 million views, got 23,718,686 watch time in hours. So what that means is estimated total hours of viewing time of your content from your audience, 23,718,000 hours. My video, How to Make a Man Regret Losing You, my highest viewed video, 1.7 million. Now, my homeboy, Vernon Fox, former NFL player, he reached out to me one time. He was like, Tony, man, I love that you never sell with money. And that was one of my rules, is I didn't show what I earned or what have you to get you to buy a course, because that's not why I want you to buy it. I don't want you to buy it because of what you saw me earn, because my earnings may not be your earnings, because my favor may not be your favor, because my belief system may not be your belief system. My faith may not be your faith. You see what I'm saying? So I can't guarantee you what I done did if you don't worship and serve and surrender to God that I worship and serve and have surrendered to. If you don't believe as boldly as I believe, I can't guarantee you my success. So all I could do is put the information in there. I could give you the knowledge, but I can't make you think. Just like I could take a horse to water, but I can't make him drink. So I could give you the knowledge, but I can't make you think. So what I'm trying to tell you, when I'm teaching you something, I ain't teaching you from hypothetical. I'm not teaching you from, oh, this is what I think. I'm teaching you from, this is what I know. This is what I have done. So this is where I'm teaching you from. So the mastermind group, which the Lord told me, said, Tony, stop running from your purpose and what you call to just because scammers came. So just because it's scammers with a mastermind don't mean you can't call it no mastermind if that's the name for it. You just show the difference. So I'm living proof of what I have done and what I have created. So what I'm going to show you is how I run my business by myself, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so that you could take that little that you invested, that 4,000 or 4,500 that you invest, and you could take and run that up for the rest of your life with everything that I show you. Once you realize that you could do business by yourself on your own, without a staff, without a team, without a mentor, without all of that, that if you learn how to work your brain and put your brain to work, you can do the work. So 2026 is going to be a year. It's going to be a year. And I'm trying to set records. I'm trying to set goals. I'm trying to do what I've never done before. We doing the dating app. Just did the quote out. Doing the dating app. I got another website I want to release that I ain't going to say the name of. I'm working on another site. That's another fintech project. Working on another site. Listen, it's time to grind. You got to occupy. You got to work. Everybody ain't an entrepreneur. Keep your job then. But that don't mean you can't live your purpose. That don't mean you can't build something on the side that you can't be fired from. Because as you see, this man hitting the button, and a lot of people losing their job because of this man. So you got to realize that man might train his scopes to your industry, and then you out of a job. So that's what you got to realize and understand. But this Tony Gaston, I say I'm gonna give you an hour. I'm gonna give you an hour. All the important links in the description. Keep your head up. God bless you. Keep going. I said some of this similar tone and feel in the kickoff call today. If you missed it, the replay is available on Tony Gaston's Academy. We got some spots left in the Solopreneur Mastermind. If it's affordable to you, don't go broke for it. You ain't got to beg, borrow, and steal to get in there. If it ain't for you, and the Lord give me the grace and whatever to do it again next year, I will. But God bless you. Keep your head up. Keep going. We'll talk soon.